if you can hear this. Y'all hear this?
Yeah, totally.
That's fire.
Interesting. So you got like a little interface right there.
Yeah.
That's totally.
I be dope, rhyme spitting, trying to make a living. Best believe that my game ain't quitting.
Yeah. Hold on, get that mic a little closer. There you go.
Came a long way from cutting in my patio.
Yeah.
Long nights, early mornings trying to get my dough. Hey, that's how the hustle go. That's how the hustle go. That's how the hustle go. Came a long way from cutting in my patio.
See how I get the shoulders in it? See how I get the shoulders?
Yeah. To all them hustlers out there, man.
I ain't trying to make new friends after half the shit I seen. Y'all should know by now
what the money brings.
The ones closest to you can have an empty mind and a heart full of envy. I don't got no time for the jealousy, but a great man once said that time is an illusion. So just to break your confusion, maybe you should stop using, cause there's more to this life than what's at the end of a pipe. Just choosing a high that's gonna leave you up on the wrong side of time. Paranoid, picking out the blinds, but you blind, so let me show you how the hustle go. I've been there, done that, now I'm yelling fuck that.
Let's go.
That the ones that we lost never come back. The game can play in more ways that I can say up on one track.
Hey, it's slapping fake though.
That shit hit hard on when you hear it.
Yeah.
Slapping fade though.
It's a touchy song, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's how the hustle go.
That song for sure, bro. It might not be the craziest one on there, but it definitely it was definitely something that hits home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good one too because like it's a good intro type of thing that when you hear it, it's just like, all right, what we getting into? You know, because it's an EP. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a good intro one, and especially like hearing it like came a long way from cutting hair in the patio.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, bro. It's like I started off my career, bro, about like 12 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was young, cutting hair and just rapping with my boy right here. You know what I mean? And it's just it's crazy now the way we're trying to take it, man. Because we could have done this shit a long time ago, but not having the funds or not having the right sources and everything, it limits you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And now that we're doing this shit, it's like, man, it's crazy how everything's coming to life. You know?
I thought that was a perfect little intro to call it Came a Long Way and to start it off with that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not an A&R. Like, I don't know what goes into the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mixing, the mastering, or, like, the set list and the track list and shit. But I felt like that was a cool one to go into. And then one, I feel like I like these two. Well, actually, honestly, this one specifically, for whatever reason, I just been bumping it all day. I ain't gonna lie. This one, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been bumping this one all day. But it changes up. I like how, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck one time, I'ma hit twice. Young through the bitch, and you know that she fun size. Tiny little waist with the thick thighs.
Who was what?
Her life, now she acting all surprised.
Was Jeffrey playing this one at Times Square? Which one was it?
It was What's That Shit About?
What's that shit about?
Yeah.
Fuck dragging me down, cause you know that I had to keep it on the move.
Let me show you how that bread work. Throw it up, watch her dive in.
Head first.
Should've seen how these hoes was wildin'. Pull up to the scene, fresh, clean, and styling. I'm back on my bullshit.
This was an overnight song.
Really?
Yeah, this wasn't like planned at all. This was an overnight song.
Is it the one with the shout out to White Mike?
Yeah.
The shoe plug?
Yeah, right here, bro.
Shout out White Mike.
Shout out to my shoe plug, man.
Sometimes I'm there, flipping a pack and cutting the hair.
It sounds good when you're hearing it, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
That's on Mike. Yeah. Yeah. And then you said this is the one. What's that shit about? The one that was bumping in Times Square?
Yes, sir.
You know when I hear this beat, you know what it makes me, I get a feel of? There's some heads like in Monterey County, like Soledad, Greenfield, King City. Like there was a certain time period like in 2008, 2009 where there was like locally organic beats. And like hearing it, you know, like, okay, this is 831. For whatever reason, I hear that in this one. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's nostalgic. Because I'm like, yeah. Because it puts me back to the time where no motherfuckers were slapping. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me I got an older style than a newer style, which that's good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
How you take that actually? Shit.
personally, I've only got about, on record, I only got about 16 songs that are mine, and then a couple that are featured. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's still more to come. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just the rap style's been there though since we were kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just crazy, man. That being in Sacramento is they want to limit it to a certain style, and then they hear different people and they're not used to it. You know what I mean? Or they don't want to be used to it. But give or take, it's on the person who's listening. You know what I mean? So I can't speak for everybody.
That's true.
But when people do tell me that it's a good and a questionable feeling, because then I want to step my game up even more every time somebody tells me, like, yeah, bro, that sounds like this or that sounds like that. And I'm like, all right, like challenge accepted then, man. Because, like, I don't want to keep sounding like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, everything has to keep growing, right?
Right. Evolve.
But I want to get into my recipe being timeless, though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
yeah. I definitely feel that. I mean, it's crazy because here in Sac, too, like you said, there's a certain, there's like a style that people are accustomed to and used to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes I would say from locally for the people that are here, it can either be beneficial or it can hinder them in that, like, they get, like, pretty biased. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
big time.
They'll just be like, nah, but it ain't this. So you're playing this, and it's like, but it's not up to par with this. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, one of the biggest knocks, I would say, like, from Sac in general, is that they'll say Sac stays in their own little bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it can either be good. If you fuck with everybody, you fuck with everybody. But it's also, like, you're limiting yourself.
Well, it's like the Bay Area, too, you know? The Bay Area had their style.
Yeah.
You know, Sac has done their style, and they have it, which is good because you want to accomplish a style. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But once that style is accomplished, people want to mistake it for other people trying to bite the style or wanting to grow off of it. But that's what you want to do, right? You want to expand it and make it more and add to the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, of course, Sacramento needs its style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to feed fire with fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't cool it down.
Yeah, you need that identity too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? I got surprised too. I didn't realize how many up and coming artists are from Sac. You know what I'm saying? Like even just like, I follow this page. I forget the exact name for it, but it's like Sac Bars or something like that on Instagram. I forget the exact one, but it's like they're always tagging local, not just Sac. They'll be tagging people from Stockton, from Citrus Heights, and like greater area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everywhere around.
And so it gets me thinking, like, man, like, these are some local heads that I never even heard of or thought of. You feel me? And it's just like, even like, I got some homies of mine who are up and coming right now, and it gets you thinking, like, yo, like, there's really a lot here, like a melting pot of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what's your background? What's your story like originally, bro? Where you from originally?
Okay, so originally I'm from San Jose, California.
Yep.
Born and raised.
Okay.
But I moved out to Lincoln, California when I was a kid.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I basically grew up out there, and I've always been back and forth. You know, I have family out in San Jose that I still to this day, you know, just like how you guys keep going back to
back home.
Yeah, King City
area.
and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that will never change. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Once you have somebody there, you're just there forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you constantly going.
Right. So growing up, bro, I had sick family members and, you know, things like that. Unfortunate events happen, but
Yeah.
you know, you keep going though. You know what I mean? And for me, San Jose is always going to be home.
Yeah.
It's somewhere that
For sure.
I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people, but I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean culture too. Culture-wise, everything. There's so much stuff out there that you can get influence from. I know, like every time I go to, it's like a different. Like when I'm there, you kind of move different than you would in Sac. You feel what I'm saying? Like you kind of got to.
Right.
But it's like it's one of those things like you're never really gonna go away from. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And don't get me wrong, bro. I have hella love for Lincoln too, because I feel like Lincoln's what made me. You know what I mean? Because I started cutting hair when I was 12 years old out there, and I would go with a backpack and I'd go door by door, just knocking on people's houses, just being like, "Hey, man, you need a haircut," or some people be like, "Hey, we don't want no sales or whatever," because you know
about the South Sun.
And I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'm just here to give you a haircut, bro," and he's like, "How much?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm
Just out here.
let me cut your hair, bro."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I started doing that for like 2 years, and then once like I started building my buzz, I went back to the house, and then at the house is when everything really started kicking off. But then I got in trouble when I was about 16, and I couldn't leave the house for about 2 years. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And that's what really,
Like house arrest, or you just couldn't really go?
yeah, it was
like
house
it's
arrest.
beneficial. Yeah.
So so I couldn't leave the house, and that's what really focused my career. You know what I mean? Was just, all right, I can't leave, but people could come to me.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I just been cutting hair nonstop, like till this day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I've been in for about 14 years now.
Damn, bro.
You know what I mean?
And got licensed. I wanted 2020, right? Last year.
Yeah, about last year.
About last year, right? Right there
Yeah.
at Kings. A lot of people. You know what? I didn't realize too. I mean, before Jeffrey, I knew another head that was cutting hair there too. And then it was just like, damn, I know another person. And then now I know another person. And then now I know like another person. So like Kings, is that like, what's the influence and what's the culture of that like? Because I've only been there like twice.
So with Kings, as far as on my end, I knew the owner back when we were about like 14, but we didn't really know each other. We just like, we'd see each other type stuff. But
Right.
like, I knew he cut hair, he knew I cut hair. And then I went to barber school, and I got to meeting Rico and JP. And then when I got out of school, because I didn't get to complete, I went and did my own thing again.
Yeah.
And then I went out of the state, and I moved to New York, you know.
Shit,
and when
yeah.
I moved to New York, I was out just trying to do my thing. And then I went from New York to Texas, from Texas to Mexico, and then I came back. And when I came back, I got locked in with them right there.
That's a lot of places to be traveling and cutting hair. But in that time frame, you making music too? What's going on?
Just rapping, bro.
Just rapping,
Yeah,
yeah.
just rapping. I never took it serious until I came back. So, like, to give you an idea, bro, I was fucking around, bro, my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
cutting hair, flipping the money for drugs or flipping
right.
the money for whatever the fuck it
Grind
was.
mode.
Getting into bullshit, in and out with other homies and females and this, that, you know what I'm saying? But then situations started to get real critical right there in Lincoln, you know what I mean? And I just said, you know what? If I don't sober up, then I'm just going to be another one, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So that's what happened is I bought my plane ticket. I told my mom, I said, hey, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And then I dipped to New York, and I had an uncle out there, so I locked in with him, and I stayed with him. And then with him, I was out there cutting hair, and then the floods happened in Texas at the time.
I remember that.
So we went to go work on some houses out there.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was right there when I was really trying to get sober. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So it was just bad, bro. And like withdrawing like that was a crazy time for me to like really try to focus my energy into what I wanted to do.
Right.
So I would talk to my uncle a lot, and we opened up a barbershop in Mexico.
Ooh.
So when we went to Mexico, I got to live with my grandma, and you know, she's not with us no more. She passed
Okay.
at 93.
Rest in peace.
And I'm very fortunate for that, though. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't really know my grandparents too crazy like that, and I got to live with her, so I'm very blessed for that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's strangely, I guess it's kind of odd to me. Like, I grew up with my grandparents, so I'm like, I'm hella. Everybody knows like how close I am with my grandpa and my grandma, and I mean, I literally lived with them for like 8 years, something like that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I see them every day, but I've had other people like conversations, and they'd be like, yeah, we didn't really know, like we didn't know their grandparents like that, or they didn't really click like that, or they didn't see each other, you know, too often and everything. So it's good that you say that you know, at least at the latter part in life, you at least got to see her and everything. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we got to
solid.
really like live. You know what I'm saying? And we did a lot. You know what I mean? Which was cool. And she got to see me open up the barbershop out there. And it's not the same as out here because you know the money difference and like. You know, but the way I see it is culture, you know what I mean?
True.
So it stepped my game up a lot, and I was already sober, so I wasn't like on some like, oh, I got to do this or I got to do that. Like I was like fully on the grind mode of saying, okay, how am I gonna run my barber life? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because
Yup.
there's a lot of people who come into this industry saying, oh, I've been cutting for about 3 years, and they say it with their chest. You know?
like as if that's the thing.
Like that's the thing, and I'm over here like bro,
I got fucking years in this shit.
it's like, yeah, bro, you're just starting, bro. Like, I get it. Like, it's cool.
Yep.
But I wasn't a YouTube barber, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I say YouTube barber because a lot of barbers now post their stuff on YouTube, which is great. And I don't hate on it at all.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to learn from fucking up.
Old school
you know
ways
what
of
I'm saying?
doing
Yeah,
it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to go in there and just fuck it, bro. If it doesn't come out good, learn from it. You know what I mean?
True.
Don't try to just be that the best when you're not even knowing how to walk yet. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's a good one too. Because a lot of people are like, are prideful, you feel me? A lot of people, they don't want, you know what I mean? They want the validation right here and then. Or, you know what I mean? Now that, you know, the social media is like as big as it is, they think, you know what I mean? They're getting justification off of that. But it's like, bro, you know, other people have been putting in this shit for years, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because I
didn't know that. I didn't know that you opened up a barbershop in Mexico. That's dope,
bro.
man.
I mean, well, we don't know each other, you know what I mean?
That's why it's cool.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, too, on top of everything is bringing it back to the music. What do you think about it? You know what I'm saying? Like
yours or music in general?
No, my music in general, like of a sound to the way it hits and all that. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, what's your perspective on it?
I don't know if it's a fair comparison. Like, I don't mean it like as a, I don't know if you're going to take it as a diss or like a knock, I would say, or like a compliment. But when I hear it, for whatever reason, to me, I hear like I hear Burner.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's not I don't know if it's like a knock or anything like that, but I hear Burner in that, like, is, you know how like Burner when he's how would I say it? He got this flow, like a very specific flow. You know what I'm saying? It's different from, like, I wouldn't call him necessarily Bay Area because it's not, I don't think of it like that style. So like I don't really call it. It ain't no fucking trap because it just doesn't sound like it. You know. So he has his own distinctive flow, and that's what I think about with yours. Like when I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, yeah.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Because ever since I was young, too, people always compared me to him, like, just off looks. You know
Is it
what I mean?
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about the looks, too.
No, off the looks, they'd be like, oh, bro, you look like Burner, bro. Or like, I'd go somewhere and they'd be like, oh, you look like Burner. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Like, when I used to smoke, I would go and I'd hit the clubs and they'd be like, oh, bro, that's a trip. Like, you look like Burner. Or and now that I put my music out, that's what I get too. They'll be like,
see, now that you say that, now visually I can see what they talking about. You know what I mean? But I really didn't mean like that. I mean like strictly just music. Off hearing it, that's what I heard too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but that's why I grew my hair out too, though, because I wanted to have my own little identity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because, like, you know, when you're in a small town and then people are quick to just reference you to something, they'll be like, oh, this fool, he looks like this, or El compa looks like that, or this, that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my boy Gas right here. He calls it the looking chair. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in the haircut, you know, it's the looking chair. Who do you look like? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's gonna walk in and be like, oh, bro, you look like this fool.
That's
right. Or hey, you look like that. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
So I've always got Burner was always the one that I've had people tell me I look like.
But what about music wise though? They never hit you with that one?
But music, I always get like Andre Nicotina or E40,
like that.
Too Short, shit like that. Like all the old sounds, you know what I'm saying?
Old school ones, yeah.
So I get it, and it's dope. That's tight because I do listen to them a lot, you know what I mean?
And to their credit, they're still making music to this day, you know?
And I'd rather be compared to a legend than to, you know, somebody who ain't really doing much, you know what I mean? So I do take that as a compliment a lot. But at the same time, I don't want that
to box you.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to be... That's what made me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that.
I want to be me, you know what I'm saying?
Respectfully, yeah. No, I definitely understand where you're coming from because I do see that too. Like, even me just thinking about it right now, or like we were just talking about, it's cool to get that comparison too, but it's just like, for sure, I got that. Now let me level up, like you said earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, bro. So that's why, okay. So at first, I say at face value, right, where at first glance, when someone sees the title or hears a name, Slap and Fade, it feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Mm-hmm. But in your words, how'd you come up with that?
How did that come about?
Yeah.
So my name's Cris, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody knows me as Cris or whatever. And I remember there was this one time I was about like 13 or 14 years old, and I was cutting hair in my bathroom. Mm-hmm. And this older guy would come through all the time, and he'd just get a little cleanup, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had a few kids in there. And I was bumping the music, and I was giving him the haircut, and then he'd be like, oh, man, y'all really in here just slapping and fading, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yep. And then the kids right there, they're like, oh, slap and fade.
Slap and fade.
So, like, you know, they hyped up my name like that, and then it just stuck.
Yeah.
So everybody in my town, they know me for being slap and fade, you know?
Slap and fade, yeah. No, that's dope. And that's a specific, genuine story that that slaps. You know what I mean? To this day.
Right. That boy
Shouts out
slap.
to you for that one, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I know, cause you have, like I said, you got your barbering shit that you're doing. You got your music shit that you're doing. I know, your barber page is basically Cris Cuts, right?
Right, Cris Cuts, yeah.
And that one is like you keep it. You try to keep it like the two separate, or you are like you making the thing that you're trying to branch off and build up with separate.
So Slap and Fade Entertainment is something that I just started when I started doing the music, which for me personally, not just me being a rapper, I also want to put my people on, you know what I mean? So I do work with a lot of my local like homies and shit, local artists, you know what I'm saying? So as I'm coming up, I also want to have my people have somewhere to help, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to help them come up with me type shit.
Gotcha.
But I'm not doing no footsteps for them, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they got to meet me 100% there. And then I say, all right, well, check him out too.
Gotcha.
Or like, hey, homie did this. So it's basically me giving out free advertisement while advertising myself. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So
So-
it's like a little tent or like a hub, essentially, right?
Yeah. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
that's
So
dope.
like,
Super dope.
I definitely is. I'm not like very Instagrammy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not over there just
I'm
every day just
Yeah.
because, bro. Like I don't know. I'm just not like that. But I need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
'Cause-
feel what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. Trust me. I'm still learning this shit as I go too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially with what we're doing. You know what I mean? We're doing music, and then on top of that, I'm trying to host cyphers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I did one. I don't know if you've seen it on the page, but we did one last year. It
What was
was
the names of it?
It's just the Slap and Fade ENT cipher. That's it. It's got me, it's got Gasser, and then it's got his brother V's.
Okay. I think I do remember it. Yeah.
It was in a house.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
okay,
in a house, and it, very amateur. You know what I mean?
but it's something.
well,
it's
we're starting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be releasing one this next year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna see a lot of more local artists on there, different faces, familiar faces, and you know what I mean. That's just
super
something
clean.
else. That's a
That's
little
super clean.
extra that I'm doing. You know what I mean?
That's super dope. I mean, it's different too, and it's cool. It's cool that you're even thinking about shit like that because there's not a lot of that shit going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's well, I don't know, depending on
Who you know,
who you know and what you look into personally.
Oh, it's true.
You know what I mean? Because I look into a lot of rap shit, and being at the barbershop, we watch hella videos and music videos, and we're always on top of it.
I've seen
So-
some battles lately here locally here in Sac, and then some of
yeah.
them going down like in Oakland too, back and forth. 'Cause I follow this dude, Leak. Man, I actually he was on this thing, the 916 podcast. They do sports breakdowns with a lot of stuff with Keith Yoganadis, and he had me on one time. We was doing a little review of the Raiders game after they had just fucking lost. Which seems like they've been losing hella, you know, but that's another little thing, you know. But Leak, man, he was on. He's been putting on like doing these battles and everything. So I've been checking those out.
Rap is everywhere, man. And I got older brothers, and I got family that's just older than me. I'm the youngest of quite a few. Growing up, you see nothing but the older culture, you know what I mean? And you grow up listening to older rap music and,
Right.
you know, jazz and all the good stuff, you know what I'm saying, that people
Yep.
call it now, the oldies and all that, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So I remember there's been watching the whole time just shift music into what it is now is the rap game became so crazy. You know what I mean? Because
Talk on it.
Because back in the day, bro, it was rock and roll.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be a rock star. Now a rock star's a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be a rapper.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to rap. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's people out there who really got bars, really got talent, you know what I'm saying? They just don't got the steps to get there.
Okay. That could put it all together and package it.
And I feel like that's where I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You would come to me, get a haircut, I'd rap to you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You would come through, we'd go somewhere, we'd rap. You know, whatever we're doing, we're going to stop and freestyle or just whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was in high school walking around with a speaker, and I would just bump all 4 years of high school. I would just be bumping, going up to people like, hey, check me out real quick. And I'd throw on a beat.
Okay.
Or I'd be like, all right, bro, let's go for it. You know what I'm saying? And people would be like, no, I'm cool. Or you get that one cat who would really be about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I hear people saying like, yeah, I want to rap. I'm like, do you?
Do you?
Like, do you want to rap? Because I want to hear you right now. I don't want to hear you tomorrow.
Right.
Or I don't want to hear you on your YouTube. Like, I want to hear you.
On a prepared, like I want to hear right now as opposed to like a prepared, edited, filtered track. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Just because a lot of cats don't do that no more.
That's
I feel
true.
like when I was growing up, cats did that all the time.
Yeah.
But nowadays, cats don't want to do that. They don't want to just sit there and rap to you or, you know, show you a quick 16 or something. You know what I mean? They just want to be like, oh, check out my YouTube one time.
Yeah.
Or, oh, it's already on the TV. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn, bro, like, if that's how you are, then you're not really an artist. You're just out here being like, check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Check out the finished product as opposed to what you can do right now, like you said.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think rap's about, is just raw talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever you could do under pressure. You know what I mean?
That's
and
true.
It's like, that's kind of what my whole gig's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is the whole slap and fade entertainment shit too. Is like, I want to hear you spit raw, and I want to see what you're about. And if it's cool, we'll run with it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not cool, I can't do much for you. And I'm trying to do this for myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not nobody to put nobody on.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not out here, Mr. Like, oh, check me out.
Right,
It's just,
right.
I'm doing this for myself already. And if you're trying to, because you know how it is, it's like, damn, bro, I see the Hypocritical, bro, put me on.
Yeah.
Or, hey, bro, I see that you've been doing your shit, bro, put me on. But it's like, where were you at when I was trying to put myself on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Where were you at when I was trying to get these shares out there, or these likes, these comments, and all this other shit? You know what I mean? You wasn't there.
Yeah.
So now when I'm out here really pushing, now you want to be a part of it? It's like,
Gotcha.
nah, bro. You know what I mean? Let me see what you got right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I am with the whole rap shit. It's like, if you're not there while we're over here struggling to make it,
That's true.
I need to hear you do something that's legit before I try to push you while I'm pushing.
I think
You get
too.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think one thing that's telling with it too is that I would see Jeffrey's his stories that he be putting, and you know, to your credit, you be there just freestyling. You feel me? So you be there, and I'd always be like, hold up, I'm like, he freestyles? Like, obviously you're at the barbershop, you're cutting hair and everything, and then I'm thinking like, oh, maybe they're just bullshitting. You know what I mean? Because he would just like put it out there just to have it there, and I was like, oh, they're probably just fucking around and everything.
And we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but then he's just like, oh, no, trip on this video. He was telling me, and then Gil was telling me too, they're like, trip on this, and he actually like makes music, trip on these videos. And I was seeing like doing some shoots and shit. There was one like you took a photo by the bridge and everything. And then I remember being like, damn, okay, yeah, like this shit really does slap. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I appreciate that.
yeah, for sure, man. And it's like I said, it's to your credit, like you're talking about, like, yeah, you actually out here doing the thing, as opposed to like, you know, people just saying, here's a finished product, come check it out.
Yeah, yeah. And it's crazy, bro, because my whole like my work ethic behind it shifted, bro, when one of our homies passed away. You know what I'm saying? And this was recently. So I feel like I've always had like a good work ethic behind who I am. But at the same time, I'm always trying to perfect my work ethic, you know, because we're only human, bro. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the homie's name was Cardiac, you know what I'm saying? And I've known that cat since we were in high school. And we used to rap like that. Like, I'd pull up on him with the speaker, just have him freestyle. Good kid, you know what I'm saying? And may he rest in peace, you know what I mean?
Rest in peace.
He had a heart attack, though, outside of the barbershop. And ever since that moment, bro, like, I told all the homies that we were with, and we were, you know, when we were all kind of mourning it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, this ain't no joke, bro. You know what I mean? Because, like, we just lost a homie, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and everything that we do now, it's going to be, and it should be, like, 100%. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no, like, half-ass shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and it's tough, bro, because I think the realest moments are when you don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those days when you don't want to work, when you don't want to push yourself, you know what I'm saying? But then you got to remind yourself, like, nah, like,
What you're doing it for.
It ain't just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I really moving this for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's tough, bro. But I feel like I got a good circle around me. I've known Gasser right here for about 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, we've been friends since we were kids. You know what I mean?
That's dope, man.
And we used to rap just to rap. You know, he's always been doing music too, like doing it more professional than I have. You know what I mean? He really knows that stuff, like how you were saying about the mixing, mastering, and all
It's a
that.
process.
He's the dude behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I got other people that I've been reaching out, networking with, that are behind it too. But as far as it all goes, though, my first album, Gasser was the one that did that, and
He's on it too. That
yeah,
shit,
yeah, he's on it, and he's the man behind the works. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. You know what I mean? And I think it was just a burst through to let people know, like, hey, we out here. You know what I mean?
I think it's cool too, cause like I always get like fascinated, like when it comes to like artists or just anybody that's putting something together, to understand like what the background for stuff is. You know, like with this EP, 6 tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did this? I'm interested to know like how it came about as far as the process. Like I know it's simple to be like, you know, we're just making music. You want to push out a project, and you know you get the what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe like an urge to just drop and drop and drop. You know what I mean? But what was the background on this one like specifically? Because you said one of them was just overnight.
Yeah. So we had one of our friends. He sent us a beat, and the beat it was the Came a Long Way beat. You know what I mean? And I was just marinating that one, and I wrote a verse to it, and that verse ended up going on one of my homie songs, which is called "Movin'."
Okay.
By STL Smoke. Y'all could go check that out.
Yeah.
Good song, by the way. And I wrote that verse for that song, but then I didn't end up putting it on there. So I was still marinating the beat in my head, and I was like, man, like, okay. So then I finally get to recording it, and I was going to drop that as a single.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But then I was like, man, all right, I just kind of kept it in my notes. And then we did the retro one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So when we did the retro one, we got all the kicks together. We just, you know, we recorded that and did the whole video. We put it out, and I'm glad that it's making good numbers. You know what I mean? Up. So I really appreciate everybody who's been checking that out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And honestly, for having those two just sitting, because that's what I was going to do. I was just going to drop those two. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then I was starting to work with a couple other homies that are on there, like Dapper and Smoke, and then what's his name? Augie, and then the other homie, Jerpy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And Goat is a dude that works next door to us at the barbershop. They got a studio.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? So so we did most of that project there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Gasser wasn't really he did the bombs, and then he did the retro one. But all the other songs were at the other studio. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And once we were going through it, it was probably like a matter of months. It wasn't even like a whole like, oh, I'm gonna just put a project together. It just kind of all just came together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, so there's not no crazy ass backstory on it. Okay. Just as much as that song.
Well, it's,
you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
No,
I ain't trying to butt in because I know I'm a background nigga.
Are you good?
You're asking about the album. I feel like you should tell them about when you went and did the music video for Came a Long Way.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing behind it was Came a Long Way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I went and I took Jeff, because all right, let's run this back just a few steps. So when I met Jeff, he was a cool guy. He came into the shop and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna work here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, for sure. You know what I mean?
So you already had been there?
Yeah, I was already there. Okay. And it was just me and a couple of the guys, and we were still kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Checking each other out, feeling it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I was fresh out of Mexico, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So I was over there trying to see what's up. I went with another homie that was there, and his name is Danny. And we got in there, whatever. Jeff comes through. So I was working on some music that, if you've heard it, and if you don't, it's gone. You know what I mean? Because I took that shit down.
Why, you didn't like it? Or?
Nah. It wasn't like, this was our first step to trying to be professional. Okay. And it backfired. You know what I mean? Because it just didn't sound good. Okay. We were figuring it out. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, though. Is it in the archives?
It's somewhere.
Okay. Yeah,
it's somewhere. You know what I mean?
Intro.
Okay.
Yeah, that too. In the intro of Let's Talk More Guap, you could hear pieces of it. And I kept one of the original songs too, which is Let's Talk More Guap. You know what I'm saying? Which became the whole album too. You know what I mean? Okay. But back to what I was gonna say though. So after meeting Jeff, we got cool, and we were just kind of homies that clicked off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I remember he took me out to King City. Okay. You know what I mean? And I felt kind of honored for that, because I was like, damn, bro, like you barely know me. You know what I'm saying? And he brought me out there, and I got to meet the peoples, and it was good vibes. You know what I mean? Very very humbling experience. You know what I'm saying? So some time passes. You know what I'm saying? We're over here doing music. He starts doing my videos, and it's crazy because everybody tells us, he's like, damn, bro, every song and every video is just getting better. And I'm just like, well, bro, we're trying to come up. You know what I mean? So progress. So me and Jeff have been coming up, I guess, together. He does the videos, I do the songs. If I do a good video or a good song,
makes him look good.
It makes him look good. Right. So we're complimenting each other as we go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for this one, came a long way. I took him back to Lincoln. He's been to Lincoln, but he's never been in Lincoln.
Okay.
Like he's came to my house a few times.
Yeah.
But never like to kick it like
Right.
out in town. So I take him out there and I show him where I used to live at, and it's crazy, bro, because the dude that was living there let us record in there.
Oh,
So if you've seen the video all the way through, there's a clip of me cutting hair when I was about like 14 or like 15.
What's the significance?
Huh?
What's the significance on that one? Hold on, I feel like. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
So there's a clip of me cutting hair when I was
Okay.
like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And I was cutting my boy. But that's where it says like in loving memory of Alexis Herrera.
Okay.
That dude right there was like my brother right there. You know what I'm saying? One of those homies that when he came from Mexico,
Yeah.
we were friends off the bat too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and before he passed away, he was living with us. You know what I'm saying? And we would just look out for him. You know what I mean? He had a little brother at the time. He's older now, but he had a little brother at the time. We look out for him too. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot of crazy times going on in those apartments. Like those apartments were
Okay.
some
Good memories,
good, bad, ugly, the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything happened there, bro.
but memories though.
But memories, you know what I'm
feel
saying?
it.
Like I've seen people get shot there. I've
Yeah.
seen motherfuckers fall in love there. I've seen people do everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
for sure.
and I cut everybody's hair in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's super cool.
so you know, First Street, bro. That's where we grew up. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And when I took Jeff out there, we did that video, and that's why I mean it. Like that song, even if it's not that crazy to y'all, like it's crazy to me because that's a piece of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? And where I grew up and who I was
Yep.
to who I am. And that's why, like, I talk about what I talk about. And it is true. You know, I came a long way from cutting from there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, that's where it started, but
That's super
I'm
cool.
far from where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say when I interrupted. Oh, my bad. But I was saying like the reason why I was gonna say what's the significance in that, because I there was something there that I feel like there's like it's like a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? That there was something that I was searching for, and then you just said, yeah, you came a long way from that specific area and to be here where you're at right now, and then plan to be. You know,
right.
super
right.
cool fucking background story on that type of shit. I just like to hear those stories, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. And yeah, it's just crazy, bro, that he got a chance to kind of see who we are more than just coworkers. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah,
you know what I'm
outside.
saying? So like, I consider him like a brother too. You know what I mean? Which is dope because we just kick it all the time. We cut hair all day. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot in the works. You know what I mean? So.
We got the Raiders games and shit.
Yeah,
together.
the Raider games
I had
and
his
all the-
30th in King City too.
Yeah,
The little
yeah.
party that they did right there. I was gonna pull up. I felt bad because I was already in bed laying down because I had to get up at 4 a.m. the next day, and I had to drive back to Sac because that was over Thanksgiving, bro. I went back. I went to King City from Sac to King City 4 times.
Jesus
back-
Christ.
Yeah. So when I saw that he was y'all was kicking in the garage and everything, I was like, bro, I was like, I'm in King City too. You know, I mean, I'm here too. And then he was like, slide. And I was already, by the time I put that phone down, I was looking at the time, it was like 10 something. I was like, man, I got to crash. 'Cause again, I had to get up at 4. So I missed out too. That would have been a cool one right there to be kicking and posted up.
Oh, no,
too.
for sure. We had a good old time, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's always a good time. You know what I mean? So,
It was cool though, because like you said, it's cool to like see that is the outside of work type of thing, outside of, you know, shooting and making music. Then you get to see like a time where y'all just kicking it without having to
yeah,
like
no
be on
pressure.
social media or try to promote
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? It's a different feeling when you get to kick it one-on-one like that. Well, not one-on-one because it was like a group setting.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But you're just kicking it for like some celebratory type of shit.
Yeah, it's always dope, man. And that's the kind of person I am. I'm a very family orientated type of person. So
same.
I definitely would rather kick it than to be doing some extra shit. You know what I mean?
That's me too, for sure. Yeah, because I got my little one, and a lot of my shit revolves around him. Like, I try to, you know, as much as I'm doing here and here and here, because I'm busy as fuck a lot of the times, you know what I mean? And then, I mean, even when doing this, like, I've talked about this shit hella times, but, like, I do, like, everything dolo. Like, between the shooting, the editing, the uploading, the promo, just every little thing you see is done by me.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? On top of working and shit. At the same time, I'm a dad, so I have my son. So it's like, I'm putting all that and trying to mix it all into one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I salute you, bro, because that's hard work, man. You know what I mean? I don't, all I got to do is rap and put it all together, like I said, is meet that person 100%. So then they could take it and run with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't really get to do a lot of the whole putting clips together. That's all Jeff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Jeff does all the background work. Gasser does most of the background work, and then I'm just there.
Yeah.
I want to learn this stuff. You know what I mean?
But you focus on you doing the thing. You feel me? So it's like you focus on that shit.
But I'm more of the networker though. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like I
right.
network like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's like I do a lot of the footwork. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm in people's faces about it. Like, hey man, check me out. Hey, check this out. Hey, let me see your phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that. So like, I feel like that's something I got to do because they put in their time and effort to do that. So it's like, okay, we're all working on this piece. Now let me start breaking this piece off and putting it in everybody's ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's good, bro. That you're the same way though. You work on your stuff and you do all your stuff. That's solid, bro.
I mean, I think it's cool too. Just this. You feel me? The fact that we're sitting here doing this and chopping it up, like coming from like, you know, I'm seeing you through Instagram and then hearing these flows and then watching you on YouTube and then from you, like we was talking about like off camera, like you popped up on my recommendations at my house. You feel me? So it's like to have that and now to be here, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a cool moment too. So,
Yeah, big time.
yeah, it's a cool moment with it. But what else is new with you right now? Like I said, not say we, I'm not trying to take no credit for it. But you just dropped this EP and everything. Like
Right.
What's like, do you got like a marketing budget or like a promo budget thing that you're gonna do? Or you just gonna do things organically? Like where you at with it?
So I want to do organically just because I want to see how far organically could take me. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And once it can't take me nowhere no more, then I'll start to
Push a little more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's where I guess the big guns come in, you know what I mean? And we're going to have to pay for something or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But as far as that goes, I feel like I spent a lot of money so far since I've started. And something's got to give, but if it doesn't, we're still pushing, you know what I mean? And the only thing that I got is my new album. I'm going to be working on another album. It's not going to be coming out anytime soon.
But it's in the works.
And
Hell yeah.
there's going to be a few familiar faces on it from over here and from over there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Not to give too much away.
Yeah, I don't want to give
Right.
a lot. I don't want to give a lot, but
Yeah.
But I think it's time we collide two areas together, you know what I mean?
True.
So we'll see what happens with that, you know what I mean?
Well, that's super dope, bro. I mean, I think anytime you can get that networking thing. I mean, at least that's what I found me personally is that lately I've been on that good networking tip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's a good effort that you can see or you can feel, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't knock the way people rap or what they want to do with it, but I know what I want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And I've done a lot of gangster shit in my life,
Yeah, same.
but I don't want to come off as one. You know what I mean?
Right. I know what you mean, yeah.
Like I don't want people to think like, damn, bro, like you this or you that or
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
You're
like
trying to do you.
I've been there and I've done that. Like I said in the song, you know what I mean? I've been there and I've done that. And don't get me wrong, if it happens, it happens. But it's just like I'm not that. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a barber, bro. You know what I mean? Like
know exactly
I always tell people this. Like I'm just a barber. I'm here to make you look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I could spit you a little flow just to entertain you,
Yeah.
then that's extra. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's just crazy, bro. Because I don't know if it's the way that I'm built or the way I look or what, but people just assume it right away. They off the bat, they're like, "Oh, this fool," you know. Or
Yeah. I know.
It's
I'm
like,
telling you, I get all this all the time too.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if it's just being intimidating or what, but
I mean, maybe just because you're like, you know, when you they say like someone when someone like takes over the room. Have you ever heard of that? Like when someone's just so like they don't gotta be loud to be heard. They don't gotta be so big to be like visually. You know what I'm saying? Like the focal point for a lot of stuff. Maybe it's that. Maybe just your presence. You feel me? Like just draws that attention and people assume.
I've always had that growing up though, man. I've had people always want to fight me because of I was trying to cut hair, you know what I'm saying? Or because I was too big or, you know, whatever. I wouldn't call it bullying though because I didn't let that affect me, you know what I mean?
Okay. They was trying to try you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't bullied though, you know what I'm saying? And I never really like picked on people either. I'd instigate shit, but I wouldn't like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't pick on people. I wouldn't go out of my way to be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? And pick on you, but like.
But you be in the back like, ooh.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay,
so so that would happen, but it's just crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Because every day I wake up and I think to myself, you know what I'm saying? I wonder where my style, like, what's my style of music?
Okay.
Because I'm only, like I said, 16 tracks in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get people that tell me I sound like this, I sound like that. But I think to myself, like, what genre of rap am I, though? You know what I
okay.
mean? Because,
Break that down. Break that down.
so, you got gangster rap.
Yeah.
You got hip hop. You got that East Coast style.
Yeah.
Detroit, trap,
drill,
you know what I'm saying?
whatever,
Yeah, drill rap,
Yeah.
you know, sack rap that's
Right.
like on that drill shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I just want to know where I am in this whole mix of rap. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like, am I just rap or am I like, what am I? You know what I'm saying? That's
feel it.
that's the question that I have for my music, because I have a bunch of people telling me, they'll be like, yeah, bro, I fuck with it. But then that same amount of people say they fuck with it, I got other people saying like, nah, bro,
That ain't it.
that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's a big balance of, okay, well, fuck you, but I'm like,
Where am I at with
but I'm
it?
listening though. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, because
Okay.
like, you know, hate is always gonna be around.
Yeah.
That's something you can't control.
Yeah.
And
Can also be a motivator too.
that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just makes me wonder though, like, what genre of rap am I? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there you got rock and roll, that's punk, heavy metal, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Different styles of rock.
Yeah.
Now you got different styles of rap.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Before it used to be just rap.
Just rap.
But
Or
now
gangster rap. You know what I mean?
Right,
It was,
right.
like, pretty-
Well, rap was starting off to become gangster in
Yeah.
the like what 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people went off with it, but you see a lot of people die from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to self-incriminate myself. You know what I mean? And say
trying to
something
live.
or yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
I'm just trying to live my music through my art. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
my music to me is therapeutical. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go into the
As it should.
Yeah, I go into the booth, bro. I have a good time every time. You know what I mean? And there's, like I said, there's those days where we don't, but something good always comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we either have something ready for the next time we go in, or we figure out, okay, we got something from the future. If we didn't
okay.
record it today, we didn't put it out today, or if
Yeah.
it didn't, like, you know, you're saying, oh, eager to put something out.
Yeah.
I'm not eager to put nothing out.
Ooh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? That's the
Yeah.
difference with me.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I take that from Gasser, because Gasser's the same way.
Same way.
He doesn't want to put nothing out.
Yeah.
If anything, you gotta like low key earn this.
Earn
You know
it,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, if I make some like, and you know what's crazy though? As I say that, we did drop this EP like that though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But some of those songs were in the chamber already though.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Well, yeah, that's why I had said it, because I know a lot of people do that. Like, they put too much focus and emphasis on just dropping, because they want to be like, they put it in the head like, yo, we gotta be out here every day. You feel me? Like, in people's faces and or new music there's and what's hot and what's hot. So I've heard that side. You know what I mean? And that's why I was asking like, where you at with it too? You know
nah,
what I'm saying?
we're not like that at all. We're the opposite. We like to, you know, not to give too much of our recipe, but it's like we just don't like to sit too, like, you know, not too long, not too little. There's always you kind of feel it in the moment, like, okay,
Gotcha, yep.
maybe it's time for this to drop, you know, or
Let it season, let it marinate.
exactly, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because you never know when you want to like go back in there and switch something up, or you know, you might not like something about it or whatever. You never know. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's
It's
true.
original music, man. You know.
Yeah.
It's not YouTube beats.
Right, right.
We're actually in there doing shit.
That's the other thing that I want to tell to any listener out there, man.
Let them know.
If you're getting YouTube beats, that's all good. But get to learn your producers, man. Meet your producers, you know what I'm saying? Or become a producer, whatever works for you. But try to build a relationship with your producers and try to get everything you can organically. You know what I mean? Because
That's
now
free game.
I started in this with one. Now I got two. You know what I mean? I got two producers. I got Gasser and I got my boy Keith. You know what I'm saying? Soul Slap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's a solid dude. Makes good beats, and he's the one that's gonna be doing most of the beats for this new album. You know what I'm saying?
That's super cool. That's super
So
cool.
I did one with Gasser. I'm gonna give him the chance, and we're gonna do that through him. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I like. I'm the type of person I like to invest into my people. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So,
For sure.
yeah, man. There's gonna be a lot in the works. You know.
What about so collaborative efforts? I know you, like I said, there's a couple people that are on this EP. There's a couple people that you network with. But how do other artists come about, like hitting you up or trying to hit you up for work? What is like the best and easiest way?
All right, low key, say that again though.
Like, all right, so other artists, say if they want to collab with you on some stuff, you know what I mean, on any future projects and everything, like, what's a good way to come about it, to come ask you, you know what I'm saying? And what's like the easiest way? And the reason why I asked that too is because I know a lot of times other artists might be a little hesitant or bashful, you feel me? Or they might be like, maybe I'll just send like a DM versus an email. I don't know how you feel about it, but me, a DM versus an email is like levels of professionalism,
yeah.
right? So sometimes those lines might get, blurred, and then sometimes a lot of them might be intimidated, a lot of artists and everything. So like, what's a good approach or how you think about that?
So this is how I do shit with my barbering, you know what I mean? I got Booksy, and I always take care of the people on Booksy first. And if you messaged me or called me for an appointment, then you see where you get like in, you know what I mean? Because if you went and booked an appointment with me at 10 o'clock, and then he hit me up saying, hey, bro, I want 10 o'clock, I'm going to take you before him.
It's already booked.
Because, yeah, it's already booked. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if you email somebody, normally I check my emails first, and then I'll go to my DMs, and then I go to, because it's the same thing as Booksy. Booksy always alerts me with an email, hey, so-and-so booked for a haircut. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on my email first.
Okay.
And then I got to check my emails for the whole distro kids and TuneCore and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything's all good, you know what I mean? So definitely at an email, you know what I mean? But the only thing that I'll say, because since I don't know where I'm at with all this yet, my prices ain't even that crazy either, you know what I mean?
Okay.
With featuring, you know what I mean?
Yep.
For all the homies that know me, that's just love, collab. We gonna collab and we gonna run the features for features, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's always gonna be how it is. But for any artist that I don't know, just check your ego, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you're hot shit when you're not, because I'm gonna ask you for some raw,
Yeah.
I want to hear the raw
and you
first.
Come correct too.
That's man. Because that's just how it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, man, I want to hear at least 16 out of you first. But it's not really about what you say, you know what I mean? I just want to see somebody get motivated.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What you look for, like, I'll give you my one, like, I'm a big music head, and that, like, there's a certain, I'm not gonna say respect, but there's a certain cadence, or like rhythm that I like sometimes and judge, like an artist. It could be my fucking top 5 in the world. It could be locally. No matter what level it's at, I'll look at a person's cadence to be like, all right, they're slapping or this shit's going good. How do you look at it too? Like, you look at it, like you said, it was just emotion, or do you pay attention to bars? Do you pay attention to like little things like that?
So I do pay attention a lot to bars,
Yeah.
Not really the flow. The flow comes natural, you know what I mean? The flow's gonna naturally move you. You know what I mean? If you ever hear my music and you start to bob your head, that's because I'm flowing.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to me and you hear some, you're going to be like, damn, he said that. Or,
like a double take.
Right. Like, what the fuck? Because you're listening for bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I look for rappers, because I've been saying this for the longest, now that I got the chance, I'm scouting. I'm looking for rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I look for that intention. You know what I mean? Like, say we're kicking it, and then me and Gas right here, we just rapping. I'm like, your turn. And you're just like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
As opposed to someone who's like waiting to jump in.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of cats, like I said, they think they rap, but they don't rap because they're too busy writing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not hating on writing. I write too. It's just, I feel like to be a rapper, you should have some form of freestyle etiquette. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yep. I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when we went down there to King City, the homie Fresh, one of Jeff's boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do music like that, but he raps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where I feel I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'll freestyle to him, and then he'll freestyle back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'll put you on, bro.
That's dope.
Like, I'll invest into you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll put in my time to be like, all right, I'll bring you around my people, and we'll fucking
get it cracking.
Exactly. But if you're just somebody who's like, oh, bro, let's work. And I tell you, hey, let's freestyle. Nah, bro, just
hit me.
Just hit me and we'll work.
Okay.
Or like, oh, I already got a body of work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's like, yeah, I'll check it out. But at the end of the day, we got to get familiar somehow.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a rapper. I'm a barber.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You be calling people out like, "Oh, you rap nigga." Well,
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like, you know, barber/rapper, whatever. But I'm a barber though.
Yeah.
You know, born and raised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mom was cutting hair. My grandpa was cutting hair.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got family members that I put on. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's, what do you call it?
Organic in you, right? It's rooted in you.
It's built, not bought. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts.
So I built my game up, bro. So like, I feel like I had a lot of, you know, obstacles that I had to go through to be who I am. And I'm not perfect, bro. Far from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same.
I'm probably not the best barber in everybody's eyes. But to my clients, you know, I respect them and they respect me. So,
You a hella good barber.
well, I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? Not. Same with music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could be like, yeah, bro, Dr. Dre, best producer in the world. But then somebody's going to be like, fuck that. You know what I mean?
There's always going to be at least one.
Somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at. It's like, bro, I went through what I had to go through to get to where I'm at, to see where I want to go. So when I hear somebody come into the shop talking about, hey, check me out. Or I try to be like, hey, bro, let me hear some.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing more of that than them coming at me. So I'm always putting people on the line like, hey, bro, spit something real quick. Offer you a free haircut.
Okay.
If you drop 16, I'll pay for your haircut.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? You could ask Jeff. You could ask anybody that you know that's in this little
Y'all better
circle.
take that offer. Y'all better take that offer.
And they don't take it.
Damn. Okay.
You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
loss. Yeah.
One kid took it.
Yeah.
He went in there and he spit. It wasn't.
But it was something.
But that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? That's the chance of saying, okay, you're a somebody.
Yeah.
Because nobodies are over here like, oh, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But somebodies are people that say, fuck it, bro, let's go.
Yeah. That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? When you're a somebody is because you know that you're not scared of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've lived enough life to see that it could go like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why waste a dull moment to just be like, oh, no, bro, I'm not going to do that. Or, you know what I mean? It's like when you're with the family and they're like, a ver, mijo, canta. And it's like,
Yeah, they put you on the spot, yeah.
Yeah, when they put you on the spot, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I hated that shit growing up, bro.
Ah, me too, dog. I used to hate
But
that shit.
I like it, though.
Maybe it built you like that.
Yeah,
too.
because I started saying, fuck it.
Yeah.
I used to be an overthinker, bro, until I stopped thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really did stop thinking. I said, you know what? Life is life. You know what I mean?
True.
Whatever comes my way, whatever is meant for me and what's not, you know what I mean? I'll worry about it in that time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Can't worry about anything that's not around me. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's dope. That's super true. I mean, I just like that. I just like the tenacity with it, that rawness, that go get it. I'm the same tip, bro. I'm on the same thing.
Yeah,
You feel me? And that's me coming out of my shell too, because I ain't never been normally like it too. Like I've always been more secluded and everything, you know. So I feel where you're coming from that, because I'm out here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely should expand your horizons, man. You know what I mean? Who you interview, who you want to get on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure there's people you're like, damn, I want to get this person on or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a bunch of people.
But it's the same thing. How you get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in the cross path of being in the middle, because you're a couple shows already in. You're getting known. You know what I'm saying? So you got a few regulars. You got a few newbies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Podcast alum.
So when you do that, it's like I reached out, you know what I'm saying, but then you're reaching out.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it's the same for me.
Yeah.
We're reaching out to artists while other ones are reaching out to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a circle. You know what I mean? Where it's like, damn, am I going to pay this much for that person? And what am I going to charge this guy for me?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's crazy, bro. It's just a crazy life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you see somebody on YouTube or on, Spotify, whatever, wherever you listen to music at, right? And it's like, damn, they're charging that much?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you already you listen to the music so much that you think you know them.
Yeah.
But you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, because my playlist, the people I listen to, I feel like I know them, but I don't know them at all. You know what I mean? I'm big on Burner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Burner is like number 1 and E40 is number 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my playlist usually back to back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I were to meet Burner, it's like if I met an uncle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Just because I've listened to his music since he like started putting it out. You know what I mean? But I don't know the guy.
You know, it's funny that you say that. Is a couple things to hit. One, it's funny that you brought up the diversity and finding the identity, and this is something I can correlate with you too. Is that I'm on the same thing where I'm like, I had talked about in one of the previous episodes. I said one of the biggest hurdles that I had in the first year, because this is already I'm going on my second year on this.
Nice.
The first year, it was like I didn't know what exactly to identify the podcast. Like I don't know if it was comedy based, interview. Like it was just kind of all over the place, you know. So I didn't have a specific identifier. And then number 2, one of the compliments that I had from someone who was a listener, they were telling me like, "Yo, I just appreciate your guest range, the wide range of variety you got. Like you can have one week is this, one week is this, and you feel me. The next week might be this, and it's diverse." So that's what I like that made me think of that. And lastly, I would say about Burner specifically, he was just on a podcast recently, $1 million worth of game. I don't know if y'all like that one, check that one out, but it's for Wallow and Gilly, one of my favorite ones too. And he was just on there talking about gems, bro. Like just as much you like right here, bro. You're giving people they might not know it, and they might have to like double back to listen to this one again, but you're giving them gems, bro. Like free game, you feel me?
Yeah.
And he did that on there. So maybe it's just like I said, maybe another thing that reminds me of you and him, and maybe everybody else.
It's just, you know, when you live a lot of life, you know what I'm saying? I experienced death at a young age, and it's crazy to what that could do to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just something that will mold you in life. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, bro. And I wanted to ask you, you know, why do you call it hypocritical?
Hypocritical AF. So
hypocritical as fuck. Yeah,
hypocritical AF. Well, it's a double. Actually, AF is a double entendre on my point. So that's my initials, Albert Figueroa.
Oh, okay.
AF, yeah, and then AF is as fuck too. But hypocritical is just like we were talking about. Just how you were talking about, like being like younger, you know, being me like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, being put on the spot, and then changing that mindset was just like, don't think, don't do, just act. That's literally the core of what this is too. I was on the same thing where it's like, I used to be more secluded, more private. I was more of a dick, bro. Like, it was also like, I talked about it on the episode with Jeffrey. Like, he knows what's up. Like, we're from the same area. Like, it was hardcore back in the day. You feel me? Like, you had to move a certain way. You had to be like a certain way, or at least I thought I did, you know, because I was so small city minded, because it wasn't even a city. Like, I don't even live in King City. I went to high school there. I live 10 miles south of there. It was like a small ass ranch called San Lucas.
Okay.
They consider it town, but we really call it a ranch because there's no stores. There's no there's not much. There's not even a gas station there or anything.
It's the Sheridan of Lincoln.
There you go. I'm talking about, bro, a population of like 350.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
So
that's crazy.
My thing of it was just like, I'd always like kind of cap or clown on, not clown, but like I used to like see people out here being like hella optimistic and hella like trying to pursue these things or trying to be on the internet, and I'd be like, the fuck is that? Like, I wouldn't want to be on no internet. I don't want people to know me, especially the shit that I was getting involved with, you know, in the streets and everything. I was like, I don't want to be identified, you know what I mean, saying, by cops. And then I was paranoid off shit because this was, you know, I wasn't even on really social media at first in the beginning, because then I found out that cops were having accounts and checking out your shit. So I was like, put my shit on private for like 7 years and shit. So and even then, like, it's not that I was doing anything crazy, like, because I was in the military at the time and I got out, and it was like, I wasn't like, I'm not out here wilding in the streets, but also I don't want cops or anybody to see what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just that mentality you grow up with too, you know.
Yeah, and that's eventually I molded out of that, and then same thing. I just stopped overthinking everything, and then coming up with this, it was like, what am I gonna do? What am I this? And it was hypocritical. I'm basically calling myself and telling myself I'm a hypocrite
there you go,
because I'm doing all the other shit, but it's also same thing. Not overthinking shit.
There you go. That's tight, bro.
Yeah,
that's nice. I like that.
I like that you're taking pride in the irony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm embracing. I'm literally putting it spot on. Like, this is me. You feel me? Like, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, because, you know, you said the thing with the double entendre, right? And that's something that's basically rap too. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you say one thing, but it has like 4 meanings.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So You got people who do simple rap.
Yeah.
You know, you hear it when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hear somebody just doing the basic. You know, they just go in there and flow.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got that dude that wants to be the next J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
right? And he wants to spit the most craziest lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is dope too.
Yeah.
Because I could admire that. I could admire somebody that says, "What is this to that?" But then that to this again, and then it's a crazy little subliminal message. You know what I'm saying? But not throwing shade.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because people do,
Yeah.
people use rap for many things, either to try to help them. I guess the end goal is to get famous, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite. Huh?
Yeah.
The thing is to get famous, right?
Yeah, known,
Get
at least.
rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make money. Do all that. Enjoy the
right.
fruits of the labor. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I could really care less. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just keep my clients entertained. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was brought to this world to entertain. You know what I'm saying? There's
dope.
people who don't know why they're here, but I figured that at a young age that I'm here to give people just a good time. You know what I'm saying? Every time I give a haircut, bro, it's a therapy session, bro. I'm talking to them. If it's something serious, it's serious. If it's something funny, we're clowning on you. Or if it's if it's a good day, we're rapping most of the day. You know what I'm saying?
That's
if it's
super cool, bro.
if it's one of those slow days, and you know what I mean,
Yeah.
you just go through the flow of it, man. And to all you young barbers out there, and I don't mean young as in how old you are. I mean young in your career. You know what I'm
game.
saying? So don't get overwhelmed when you get those days that you can't cut. You know what I'm saying? When you get those days you can't cut, go out there and put in the footwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Just put yourself out there and don't base your whole career off of Instagram.
That's what's up.
You got to go shake hands and tell people who you are and shit, bro. Rock a crazy haircut, you know what I'm saying? Do something to stand out. Exactly, you
There
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? So
Yep.
I know there's a lot of barbers out there and everybody wants to be that dude, you know what I mean? And trust me, that I want to be that dude too, but you got to just, you know, put in the footwork with whatever it is you want to do, whether it's haircuts, music, your own business, you know what I'm saying? I tell this to everybody, you know what I mean? You got to give the sample, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I know, gonna stay nameless, wanted to open up a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, "Hey, man, you should make a plate and take it to a construction site. Tell those people, be like, hey, man, check it out. I'm out here.
That's a good one.
This is what I do. Check out my food. I'll give you guys about 15, 20 minutes. I want to know what you guys think." Because if you get a construction worker to be happy about your food,
Yeah.
those motherfuckers eat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know because I cut their hair. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They always tell me where to go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They be like,
Yeah.
hey, bro,
They know
check
the
out
spots.
this. Yeah, check out this
Yeah.
spot. Hey, sandwich spot this. Brisket that. You know, I'm over here like, shit, bro, you making me hungry. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, or just go to a local business. You know what I'm saying? Give out your sample of something. That's like what I do with my music. I'll go out and I'll hit up a place and I'll be like, hey, man, check me out. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, oh, bet. Like today, I went to go to the mall, copped a fit, you know what I'm saying? And I told the guy, I said, hey, bro, I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And I was like, check me out. And he's like, nah, fuck that. He's like, let's put it on the fucking speakers.
Okay. That's
So I was just like, let's go.
Yeah.
We did that the other night, too. We went to Hot Boys right there, the chicken spot.
Yeah, yeah.
And same difference, bro.
Damn.
I told them, I was like, hey, bro, I be rapping. They're like, what? And then this fool, he's like, hey, grab the mic, just start spinning. And I started spinning.
Did I see? Was that on Instagram?
I posted something, but
Yeah.
I got shit I'm gonna be posting, like I said, a little later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
the
to,
mic that you're doing the orders on.
Yeah.
You grab the mic.
He grabbed it?
yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look, let me show you.
That's a little confidence booster too, bro. That's super cool shit.
That's the thing though, man. Is in the game of business, you have to be confident in what you're selling.
Right.
Because nobody wants to buy from you if you're not confident.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not for
People
sure.
like to have fun.
I did see that. Yeah. Dope ass jacket.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean?
That's
So-
super cool. Yeah.
So
I knew I had seen it.
It's just shit like that, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It might not be much in the moment, but you got to live the moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If there's the opportunity, take it. And
For
if
sure.
there's no opportunity to be shown to you,
Yeah.
create one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I tell people all the time. I'll be like, hey, bro, those some dope kicks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, bro. This, that. But it don't match with your hair, bro.
Oh, you gotta hit him with it. That's where it hit him with it hurts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even get a fresh cut either. I've been busy. Now you got me thinking like, damn, I should have came correct. You feel me?
Same way, bro. They've been lagging on me. Fucking Jeff's out in New York and shit. You know what I mean?
He's in Jersey by now, I think.
Yeah. Can't get cut. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
man. Well, fuck. We over an hour, bro.
Jeez.
We're like an hour 12. But let's close out, man.
No, sounds good. I appreciate you having me on here, man.
I appreciate you coming on, man. Let's fucking, if you're down, let's play. Which one you want? You got a specific track you want to close out to? Which one you feeling?
Shit, whatever, man. Or if you want to throw a beat on.
You want to throw a little something? Which would be good, man? A little freestyle set? Okay. Y'all can, and we can hear it right here too, right?
However you got to
Let
set
me
up,
see.
man.
Can you hear it?
Oh, the 5? I don't even smoke no more.
Come on, now. Hey, this is the first ever freestyle at the Hypocritical AF.
Come on. Nowadays, you don't got 5, you got 20. You feel me?
Once you see the shoulders on me,
That shit's loud pack, bro.
when my shoulders get going,
Niggas talking game, but they ain't got no Zerbert. I'm talking all that shit because you know we smoking sherbet. I'm all up in here, motherfuckers, so hypocritical. But y'all already know what's up with me. I'm so spiritual with the way I'm dropping game. Coming through and do this thing. I'm coming around with a bullshit digger, no flame. Don't really know what's up with it though. Coming back when I spit my flow. Motherfuckers don't know how this shit goes, so you know what's up with it, bro. I've been just out here not lacking, but you know how they pistol packing up in these streets. I get it done because you niggas is so weak. Don't give a fuck, bro, so you know that I be up on your TV like every other day of the week. So let me tell you something, bro, but we out here just killing, talking that bullshit, no reeling. Don't give a fuck how you feeling.
Let's go.
Okay, my guys, so you know how we gon' hit it up on the wrong side, wrong time. So you know how it go, motherfuckers tripping. Gotta get back, everybody trip back, everybody wanna say they done did it. I'm out here freestyling off the dome. Okay, my guys, don't you just go ahead and pack up with your chrome. I'm about to get it down and knock it through your home. They don't know what's up with it, cause I'm burning up your studio. And everybody wanna say that this shit's down like Coolio. No dreadlock, but you know how this shit go. Okay.
Let's go.
Hey.
It's slapping fade though.
Slap that fade though.
Let's go. Hey, bro. It's slapping fade though. Hey. Wait, let me get some claps on it. Hold up. Come on now, y'all. Y'all too kind. Y'all too kind. Hey, this is Slapping Fade, y'all, bro. I want to say appreciate you coming on.
No, hey, thanks for having us on, man.
Podcast alone, so that means you fam now. So we're going to get you back on a few more times. But let everybody know where they can check you out, man, where they can find you and everything.
All right, y'all could look me up on Instagram, Slapping Fade or Slapping Fade Entertainment. Usually when you type in Slapping Fade, they both pop up. Spotify, everything is basically under Slapping Fade. I'm on all platforms. I got an album out. I got an EP out that just dropped. If you guys want to hit me for features, the prices aren't even that high, so just let me know, you know what I mean? I'm still out here and I'm fresh into the game, so just let me know, you know what I mean? And yeah, I hope y'all like what I do.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the Hypocritical AF podcast. Check out Slapping Fade Music. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all stay safe. Peace.